As many of us know, part of living in the beautiful city of Tucson means also sharing a home with lots of desert critters. Among those critters is the powerful rattlesnake. And as the weather begins to warm up, you may begin to hear some of that rattling near your home.
That's right. And if you have pets that venture outdoors, that sound may be a little unnerving. Here to tell us a little bit about rattlesnake safety for your dog is Samantha from the Humane Society of Southern Arizona. Welcome back, Sam.
Thank you.
Now, of course, we live in the desert. We know that snakes are a thing.
Yes.
But it may seem kind of, common knowledge, but let's talk about some of the places we might actually see a rattlesnake.
So rattlesnakes, they're active mostly through March and October, or all through that year time. They can be found in nooks and crannies, so under wood piles, in dens. They actually don't even make their own dens. They steal other animals' dens. So any place that's kind of a really good hiding place is where you'll find them mostly. But occasionally you'll see them sunbathing on, the street or the porch or whatever it is.
So now if we're out, we're walking our dog, whether it's maybe nighttime, morning time, anytime, is it safe to say if I don't see the rattlesnake, my dog is probably not seeing it as well?
I'd say that's a safe assumption. However, the better assumption to make would be that your dog does see it. More because when the snake isn't seen and it knows it's not seen, it's more likely to just stay hidden or to try to move away or to give you a little warning with its rattle. If your dog starts to agitate it, which it is likely to do once it sees it because it's something interesting, kind of like a toy, wants to know what it is, the snake is more likely to attack at that point.
Now, what if I'm walking a dog and they see the rattlesnake? How do I make sure that my dog doesn't go after that snake?
So that's a tough one. Yeah. One thing that we offer is a rattlesnake avoidance training class. So that is a series of training for your dog to let them know that a snake is a negative thing and that once they see it, they should move away from it. So that would probably be the best bet.
So what is a requirement to get into that class?
So your dog needs to be at least 6 months of age. They have to be fully vaccinated. You have to show proof of vaccinations. And then there has to be at least one person per the dog, and they have to be on a leash and collar. That's no retractable leashes, a good sturdy leash, and that's all you need.
And what are we going to learn in that class?
So it's going to give you a series of training from these really awesome trainers that we have, that we outlet to. And they associate the sight, the smell, the feel of a snake, and they do use a real snake. It's not going to hurt the dog or anything, but they do use a real rattlesnake, and they associate, negative things with it to the dog so that they can learn that it's not something that they want to mess with.
Well, yeah, because you brought Huey here with you today, and we can see Huey is really curious and, sniffing around, and that's what dogs do, you know what I mean? And that's why we love them so much. And so we're going to kind of teach them to do that. So Huey would be a great candidate to come, and also is looking for a home.
He is. So Huey is super sweet. He's a year and a half. He's very curious. His sniffer is very active.
Yeah.
He is a male lab mix. He was at Pinal County Shelter in October, and then about February, we went down there and we transferred him from there to here. So he's been in shelters for quite a while now, so he's definitely ready for a home. He loves other dogs. He's really sweet, so he's just a little bit shy, so we need someone that can give him some confidence, and he'll likely do that with a friend in the home that he can play with, like a dog.
And do we know if he's good around children or families?
We don't have that history, but so as always, we would just require an intro when you're considering the adoption.
Awesome. So we want to get Huey a great home. Do we have any other specials going on right now?
As usual, we have our 85705 special, and Huey would actually be a great candidate for that because he needs a neuter. So, it's any dog in the 85705 area code. They can get a free spay or neuter, and then any medications that will go along with that would also be free.
Excellent. That is, I'm a huge fan of the Humane Society. It's such a great place, and they always have lots of dogs and cats, and you are available on the weekends for anybody to just show up and go in and see what you have to offer. And there's no, you don't have to get a pet when you're there. So I like that about the Humane Society.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I love that. So we're going to get Huey a great home. So do you think an active family, somebody that runs and stuff?
I would say, he's still getting used to being on a leash and whatnot. So somebody who's willing to do lots of positive reinforcement training, and then someone that's willing to work with him just being a shy guy. But active certainly is always a great thing. We always want dogs to go out on walks and make sure that they're getting their, physical stimulation out.
Well, Huey, we're going to get you a home today. I feel it. Look at him, he's so
Well,
cute.
he's so sweet. He's so well behaved and the most beautiful eyes.
It is. Sam, thank you so much. What a great time for us to have this rattlesnake information. As like we said, the weather is warming up, and that's when we're really going to start to hear them and see them. So thanks so much. The first Humane Society rattlesnake avoidance class is March 24th. They're located on Kelvin, northeast of Country Club in Fort Lowell, and open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 6 and Sundays noon to 5. For more information, you can call 327-6088 or log on to hssaz.org.